Hello everyone. In today's ethics term series, we will discuss about empathy. This is one of the most important keyword to be utilized in case studies. And I will give you one very important quote that you can apply in any question related to public interest versus private interest dilemma of case studies. So let's start the session. First of all, what does empathy means? Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings, thoughts, and experiences of another person by putting oneself in their situation, putting oneself in their shoes, to be precise. Now, what is the punchline? This punchline I will tweak to be used in case study that I will showcase later on. The punchline is empathy is seeing with the eyes of another, listening with the ear of another, and feeling with the heart of another. I'm giving you two examples. The first example is of Sindhutai Sabkal, known as the mother of orphans. Having faced poverty and abandonment herself, she dedicated her life to helping orphans and destitute children, uh, and she worked a lot for them. This is a very good example of empathy. Another example is of a civil servant, IS Divya Devarajan. She learned the language of Gonds to be more empathetic about their needs by understanding their culture. Now we will see the application. The question of PYQ is, in public service, decisions often involve a balance between law enforcement and human considerations. Discuss how empathy can influence a civil servant's discretion in such situation with examples. This is a clear-cut application of empathy in decision making. Now, how we will utilize the term and punchline. First of all, empathy allows a civil servant to balance strict law enforcement with human treatment. For example, during an eviction drive, an empathetic officer might ensure that alternative housing or compensation is provided to displaced families, understanding their vulnerability while enforcing the law. If you have to provide someone a document, and if she is a widow woman, she does not fulfill some of the criterias, here empathy comes. Now I'm tweaking the punchline to be used in any case study related to public versus private interest. The punchline will become, a civil servant must see through the eyes of the people, listen with their ears, and feel with their hearts to make decisions that ensure the welfare of all. This is a very good punchline. You can conclude any answer or introduce any case study which involves the interest of larger public versus your interest. This is a very, very good quote. Will ensure for sure 1 marks extra. Other application in case studies, I told you, in any question which is asking about the uh, uh, the values, the conscience apart from law, here empathy comes automatically, and this punchline also comes, and the examples will be also helpful. There are more example of empathy. If I talk about Baba Amte dedicated his whole life for the leprosy patients, whole life, when he had a good career. And not only Baba Amte, his wife, she was from a very good family, she also dedicated her whole life for the people suffering from leprosy. So these are good examples of empathy. You can also write your own example and you can make your answer very good. Empathy is a term which you need to involve in maximum possible answers. Thank you very much. Take care. Best wishes.